on trial for shooting the mayor. You are on trial for being on trial.
But I'm innocent.
By proclaiming your innocence, it proves you're on trial. What say you, jury? It's a jury of your mental peers.
What sort of law is this?
Laws? Laws are illegal here. Guilty! I sentence thee to 3 glimpses into your own soul.
Right now I'm recording in the absolutely stunning natural beauty of my hometown. I definitely starting to miss the seagulls of down south, but I'm definitely trading pirates for cannibal farmers. I'm currently in cannibal country. Yeah, can't wait to go back to uni. Honestly stunning. Whoops. Hey everybody. Today I'd like to talk to you about how I think law can be improved in the UK. We've had another Prime Minister resign before their term was fully up, so Andy Burnham is now our Prime Minister. I'm just going to come to you and talk to you about what I think the charges in power can, what they can do to make the law better, to guide the ship of state gently down so more structural changes can be made. That's the whole point of these series. It's not to be in depth and stuff like that, but if I was like a serious YouTuber with a production budget and a team of artists, I would definitely commission a fanciful courtroom scene, but unfortunately I can't do that today. So first things first, what I think should be done is I think the UK should have a Bill of Rights. And before you America stands get on here, I do not think owning a firearm should be part of the deal. I don't think owning a firearm should be part of the deal. I think the UK has enough murder as it is, and I don't think guns will make it any safer. I think guns will make it worse. I think the law regarding guns is pretty standard, to be honest. You don't need a bazooka to defend yourself, but we'll get to self-defense laws in a minute. I think that probably the most important thing the UK needs is a legally guaranteed freedom of speech. According to the Human Rights Convention, the UK already has kind of freedom of speech, but it's followed by a bunch of caveats that would dilute its meaning. The government can still arrest you for whatever you want, and obviously you've seen videos of people being arrested for what they say on social media. My official stance is if you say anything designed to promote violence, designed to promote division, no matter what ethnic background, no matter what religion or ideology it is, it should be illegal. But simply making fun of somebody or saying you don't like them or whatever, it should not be just a blanket excuse for police to come storming into your house and then arresting you immediately. I definitely think that the police need to show a bit of restraint when it comes to stuff like that. They need to chill out on the arresting people for what they say and fight crime outside. Next, what I think should happen is I think that the police itself should have a massive audit. Now the thing is, the UK is already introducing stay still. Is having a major overhaul to the police called the Crime and Prevention Act, and basically it's a kind of a police audit. It's a major shakedown of the police, since the founding of the police, and it's basically designed to make it a better organization due to mass controversies and complaints and stuff like that. I want to make a more detailed video about what a police audit might look like, but I definitely think that when it comes to what a police audit might look like just off the cuff, I think that if you're a police officer and have a litany of citations for brutality, for fanciful arrests, turning off body cams, brutalizing people, if you brutalize somebody, you're gone. And if your family member brutalizes somebody, then you'll be put in the timeout corner for a bit. So yeah, police officers have to have their entire family vetted and the social circles vetted. I know this because one of my uni flatmates had a boyfriend who was in the police, and he seemed like a genuinely good guy, trying to shape up and clean up the police. But I think that when it comes to the police, the simple adage as "it's a bad apple" just doesn't work. The police have access to guns, they have powers of arrest, they can basically stop you completely. They can stop your life moving, and they can ruin your life completely. So I think just calling just letting the police go and saying a bad apple, whatever. Bad apples can spoil the lot, and you can't just throw them in the trash and then the rest of them will be good. As my mama always said, if y'all see a bad apple in that basket, you throw it in the trash because the rest of them are still good. So yeah, police audit now. Police right now are just high school bullies with badges, and they swing their authority way too liberally. They need a serious deep dive. They need to be cut. Police, no matter what, felons should not be recruited into the police force. I think police, maybe in an ideal world, would operate kind of like jury duty, where you're randomly selected and you can either accept or deny going into the police. But the thing is that it would require psychological profiling to make sure that you're not entering the police for nefarious reasons. And also it means that anybody who fucks over someone while working in the police field will be constantly in danger of someone they fucked over joining the police and then fucking with them. Probably won't exactly work like that. Crime is way too strong and powerful to wait for the police to rotate, as they say. But I think definitely also psychological profiling for new recruits. I think that's already kind of a thing, but I think it needs to be really hard screwed in. You don't want any nefarious actors or anything like that joining the police force, especially if they have a history of violent tendencies, as being in school or just out on the street. I think the police is one area where you don't want seasoned criminals or people wanting to use and abuse it. Yeah. Also, police officers taking bribes is another reason for dismissal, and I don't think that in this case it would count as gross misconduct. So I think that that's grounds for firing them with zero compensation. So the next thing that I think should happen is jury duty should never be ever removed. I know that the UK is just trying to eliminate jury duty in some fashion, but I think that it's a really bad idea, because jury duty allows members of the public, and a unbiased lot at that, to judge a criminal case, especially if it's a high-profile political case. I think jury duty is absolutely necessary for maintaining clear duty standards, and if we eliminate jury duty, and if we move TV cameras outside of high-profile courts, then I think we're going down a dark path that will start making the state able to prosecute people in sham trials, and then they get rid of the sham trials, and then they just shoot you if you do something bad. So I think jury duty is pretty necessary to keep the society clear, concise, transparent, without fuss. Definitely think, why would you want to get rid of jury duty? You get your lunch paid for, and then you get to sit and judge other people.
Trying to get on jury duty every single year since I was 18 years old. To get to go sit in an air-conditioned room downtown, judging people while my lunch was paid for, that is the life.
Yeah, you get rid of jury duty, you're going down the authoritarian route, and I think at that point the government needs to seriously reconsider their priorities before people start noticing. You get rid of jury duty, we get rid of your government. A deal's a deal. Next one's going to be a bit controversial. I think that we should keep I think the UK should bring back the death penalty. I have a video idea where I'm going to defend my death penalty points in a bit more of a professional manner than me wearing a straw hat in the middle of the field. I think the death penalty requires a serious, very moderated debate, and I think I have good arguments for keeping the death penalty for murder, pedophilia, and rape. Why would you not want these people? Why would you want these people to stay in the society? Would you? I mean, I would probably be a little more comfortable around a convicted murderer who got reformed and is rehabilitated, but I don't think I would ever forgive or trust a convicted rapist if he came back into society, or a convicted pedophile. However, to balance the scales out, we must ensure that false accusations and we must maintain innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying, because, you know, if you start hanging people for accusations, then you just create a witch trial. Don't want that. I want a civilized society. And I definitely think that, you know, if we keep the standards high, and I know evidence doesn't always come out, and some people conceal their tracks and get away with it for a long time, but I think if it is proven without a shadow of a doubt, at least we can have a conversation about people who are falsely accused. They shouldn't be, the people accusing them should face a certain amount of years for falsely accusing them, absolutely, but I definitely think that people who are found to be murderers, pedophiles, and rapists should definitely face the hangman. There's absolutely no reason why we need those people in our society. People who commit serious financial crimes and petty theft, no, they get jail and prison respectively. But rapists, murderers, I mean, if they're gonna get life, they might as well die. Number 5, and before I get into number 5, I know that I've got a lot of video promises and I'm probably not gonna keep track of them all, but my idea list was originally 2,300, and my video a while back, when I started this video, my second video that I posted, I said that my ideas crept up to 2,000. They actually crept up to 2,300, but currently the ideas list, I've managed to, you know, go through them, delete 50 of them every time, you know, trim out the fat, and then obviously start making content so I can make this dream alive and start a fire. And I'm still in the kindling phase. No one is currently watching my channel except for me, which is fine, but I hope to make something that resonates with people soon. I hope with every video that I'm frequently being pushed out there into the world, you know, or, you know, I'm still trying to get a regular job. I haven't been successful, but I'm still trying. My video count on my ideas list is about 1,570 something. Yeah, I'll put it on the screen. It's a lot. Yeah, 30 years of making videos, one a week. Anyway, back to number 5. Number 5 is we need better self-defense laws here in England. We need the ability to own tasers. We need the ability to own, you know, batons. Anything pepper spray in the UK is functionally illegal. Even the most mild of pepper sprays are considered a deadly weapon. But the UK considers basically everything a deadly weapon. The most legal gun in the UK is a Nerf gun, and I'm pretty sure that would be considered a offensive weapon to the tyrants in power. So I think what should be done is pepper sprays up to a certain strength should be tested and rolled out to the public. I think if you're a woman living in a country or a province or a state where pepper spray is legal, I recommend you get some. It's a small price, I know, but you know, it's kind of like It's kind of like riding a bike with a helmet, you know. I know usually when you cycle around you don't crash, but the thing is, when you are about to crash, having a helmet really comes in handy. I mean, I would carry pepper spray myself. I mean, I'm not really in much physical danger, but you never know who might try to mug you or try to stab you for just no reason. There are a lot of crazy people out there, and I would like the ability to pepper spray them in the face. And if someone goes rogue with a pepper spray, I don't think the collective should be punished for having pepper spray. With guns, it's a bit more, you know, complicated. I generally kind of advocate gun ownership, but the thing is that my opinion on guns and the traditional conservative opinion on guns is a very different story. The conservatives would want to own machine guns, rocket launchers, flamethrowers, maybe even nuclear weapons if they wanted to. But the thing is that a gun capable of firing single bullet shots with a maximum magazine of, like, I don't know, 5 bullets or 6, like a revolver, like the kind that Japanese police use. I think probably for a society like England, probably a bit unnecessary because of the low population, the high density living. I don't really see a scenario where gun ownership would really be needed. But the thing is that guns can destroy a lot. One gun and one person who really knows how to use it, and if a gun has a pretty decent magazine size, then you can do a lot of damage. And I think that having the ability to own guns just to shoot them at a target or a deer or something is not worth the amount of deaths that are needlessly taken away from people because of guns. But the thing is, with pepper spray, I mean, sure, yeah, I guess if you sprayed someone in the face long enough, they might die, or if they were allergic to the chemical compounds that are in pepper spray. But I definitely think that it's a much better defense first thing, because I think I see a lot of right wing memes on online, and their opinion on gun ownership is like, I have my gun, I'm ready to kill. It's almost like they have their gun and they're waiting. They just can't wait until they get a legal pretext to kill someone else. I think that's what this gun further is. It makes them feel incredibly powerful. Like with pepper spray, you know it's a defense only item. So yeah. I mean, guns are kind of necessary. I mean, in the event of a tyrannical government, guns definitely do try to help. But the thing is, the state has highly regimented armies that are practicing with them, training all day, every day, police force, central intelligence, blah, 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 blah. You're not going to win a war with the government with just a assault rifle alone. You're probably going to need a lot more. But how to overthrow the government is beyond my scope on this channel. I don't want to provide detailed explorations of how to destroy the government. If you want that, go watch Ordinary Things' video on how to perform a coup. Great video. Now, it's a bit of a tradition for me to offer a honorable mention at the end of my ideas list. I do come up with a lot, but 5 is a better title for the algorithm. I think that the police need to temporarily acquire emergency powers and increase stop and searches across all demographics, completely random. Increase surveillance, increase metal detectors, and increase basically kind of just a zero tolerance about violent crime and organized crime. Step up raids across, money laundering fronts. Step up all kinds of measures. Basically, temporarily acquire emergency powers. I know that sounds quite unpopular, but right now, England is becoming a bit of a violent hellhole. And I don't like that. I don't like the idea that if I step into London, I might be stabbed to death immediately. And I think a lot of the crime and violence has to do with like economic factors. It's definitely not just a moral failing upon someone's head, but we have to make sure that decent people who work hard pay their taxes and then move on with their life with no evil bone in their body get by. And the law has this weird double-edged sword effect here in the UK where criminals get the kid gloves and normal regular people get bricks falling upon their head. I love democracy. I love the Republic. But the thing is, for the necessity to have a safe and secure society, we definitely need to give the government temporary emergency powers that will be immediately given back when this crisis has abated. All hail Britannia. I advocate for the government to just go into these crime-infested shitholes ravaged by organized crime and just steam clean them out, you know, just kind of just blitzkrieg them, sweep them dry, collect all their ill-gotten gains, and then fund the UBI that I was talking about a few videos ago. And I think generally society will be a lot better. I think society indeed will be much better. All hail Britannia! I don't want to create a police state more than there is already, but the police state is being directed towards the innocent and not towards the wicked. I advocate the government be given emergency powers to steam clean the organised crime in the country festering in the underbelly. Caused by a pincer or foreign interference, poverty, blame on the government action, and years of neglect. It's not just simple faults in character at a mass scale. I love democracy, and I love the Republic, and I will give these powers when this crisis has abated. The United Kingdom will be reorganized into the Holy Britannian Empire for a safe and secure society. All hail Britannia! All hail Britannia! All hail Britannia! All hail Britannia!